Patterson and Dan Miller. In row 5, Mark Knockman of St. Donatus and Roger Donahue. Row 6, Mark Cohn and Rick Hurst. Bill Hallahan and Ron Schilling make up row 7. And all alone in row 8, Dave Koob from Delmar. And we see picking up at the end of the field the car 89. That's Ron Fair out of Hiawatha.
And we have the green flag, Jim, and the number 12 car of Doug Omart moves out to the lead. Followed very closely by, I believe it's the number 71 car of Bruce Van Gordon. And a couple of cars sort of come together down here in 1 and 2, but no problem. Running in number 3, it's the number 32 car of Dan Fortman. And in 4th place is Ken Martell. And in 5th place is the 02 car. And I believe that car is driven by Bill Campbell. And they're nice and strung around the racetrack, as you can see, with the top 7 cars actually in single file going around the track. Bruce Van Gordon is giving a... Bruce had some problems down there in number 4. The car's spinning all over the place down there, but actually Van Gordon went all by himself, so he will definitely go to the rear. I see the 51 car of Bill Hallahan down there going backwards.
He was hung up with the car number 79 of Roger Donahue down there. They were able to get the cars apart. Donahue proceeded on around the track. Campbell didn't have time to get around, so he's trying to back out of the way.
And I see the number 50 car of Jim Patterson is in the pits with a left rear flat tire. Earlier tonight, Jim, we had 2 good heat races in the street stock division, with Bill Campbell of Dubuque taking heat number 1 and Roger Donahue of Dubuque taking that second heat. Track is staying really tacky, Jim. It's a very humid night, and a lot of humidity, of course, keeps that moisture right down there in the ground. So shouldn't turn dry slick as it has in the last couple weeks, because the moisture just keeps actually pumping up the top rather than disappearing.
Dick, as we see the cars coming out of turn 4 right now, we notice a new addition to the wall in turn number 4.
That's right. I see they've added about, I'd estimate 6 feet of concrete down there on turn number 4. I don't know, Jim, I'm not an engineer, but we already seen in the Enduro Bomber race earlier tonight that if you get up on that, you could pull a Joey Chitwood very fast. He is up on the side. I believe it's a 7X car in that first Bomber race, and he was clear up on his side to flip back over again. And if I believe the 7X car is Raymond Ward, I'm not really sure, but that's who we have listed here. But apparently for safety reasons, I believe it was a couple weeks ago.
Yellow light is out. We're looking for a restart of tonight's street stock feature event, and the green flag waves, and we're back to green flag racing action with our leader, the car 12, Doug Omart, who was our pole sitter tonight.
And Ken Martell moved up into 2nd place. And the number 26 car of Dan Miller's moved up into a solid 3rd.
And a side-by-side battle for 4th between the car 45 of Mark Cohn and the 32 of Dan Fortman.
They're all running a pretty high groove already tonight, Jim. They're right up on the fence here, right beneath us, and we're going to get our faces full of dirt before the night's over again, I can tell you that. A big bevy of cars coming down that main straight. Doug Omar showing the way, Ken Martell in 2nd. Mark Cohn has moved up into 3rd, replacing Dan Miller, who's now in 4th. And Ricky Hurst has moved into 5th place. Mark Knockman is in 6th position. And Dan Miller gets way high, goes off the side of the track. Loses about 6 positions as the freight train goes underneath him.
And look at this battle for the lead out of turn number 4. The pressure is on.
We are 3 abreast coming down there with Mark Cohn, Doug Omart, Ted Martell, Ricky Hurst, and Mark Knockman, all in a pack up there, all 5 of them.
Top 5 you could cover with a blanket. Sparks flying between Mark Cohn and Rick Hurst in turn 3. They're out of turn 4 now, trying to make a 3 wide. wide down the front chute. Cone has to get on the binders and pull back in behind.
Ricky Hurst is challenging for first, going down the back straight, and does have first place coming out of turn 4. Doug Olmark in second. And Mark Cohn third. Ken Martell fourth. Mark Nachman in 5th place. And the number 32 car of Dan Portman is in 6th position.
Mark Cohn out of turn 4 has taken over in that 2nd position, and the white flag waves. 1 lap to go in tonight's Street Stock feature event.
And Ricky Hurst is really spreading it out now that he's get by some lap cars over there, and looks like he has another feature win.
Out of turn 4, the checkered flag waves. And we've completed